Hello and welcome to SIBO Volatility 411. My name is Dan Deming and I'm with KKM Financial. We're looking at a VIX cash hovering around the 23.5 to 24 level here midday. Now we did see a high of 25.80 earlier in the session when the SPX was under some selling pressure to start the day. So we're well off those highs, pushing actually back down towards just slightly higher on the day. I do want to point out expiration is today for the SPX. However, VIX expiration is next Wednesday. And with that in mind, I do want to point out when you look at the roll market, we're seeing it close a little bit today. Well, actually in about 50 cents. So it's about $1.70 in premium between January and February futures right now. But I do want to point out that when you look at the front month future, it's trading at a slight premium over the cash here at these levels. Also, February-March rolls about 60 cents, so we're seeing that pretty consistent with last week. And then when you move out on the term structure, April through August, we're still seeing a very flat term structure with the futures hovering right around the 2660 level. Looking at realized volatility, 30-day realized volatility, 10% with implied volatility hovering here around 23, half 24. Quite a disconnect once again this week between realized volatility and what the market is anticipating, or implied volatility measured by the VIX. Also, VVIX, measure implied volatility in the VIX options, 21.5, and that's down on the day slightly, but still at the top end of the range for the week, as we did see quite a pickup in VVIX, or implied volatility, on those VIX options this week. Looking at the activity as we head into expiration, quite a bit of activity on at and out of the money puts in January, some ratio spreads taking place there. Also some out of the money calls in January, and similar in February, but a little bit more so on the call side in February. What's interesting though is we're seeing quite a bit of action between the 50 and 55 and 60 strikes, both in January and in February on the call side. Looking at next week, I think certainly we have to be focused on expiration. That's going to be one of the big drivers for the VIX complex, but also we have Congress and negotiations on the stimulus package will continue to drive vol expectations, I believe. We also have the inauguration next week, and finally we have earnings kicking in as well. So those are things to keep an eye on as we move into next week in the VIX complex.